Snap Podcast. You know, it's amazing. I had material of what I wanted to talk about. I mean, it's right here in front of me. But it's just amazing between what happened on Wednesday and what happened tonight, just on a Thursday night. Just threw all my plans all out the window. So we're going to talk about what happened Wednesday and Thursday. But of course, we got to do it the right way. It is I, your annoyed bad Superman, DarnellSparrow. He is the notorious one, the real Von Antoine Smooth. What is going on in this lame club?
Bro, what a night tonight.
What?
And Wednesday. That is crazy, dude.
Like I said, I had everything mapped out, lined up. Then these two things happened. And it's just Trump, and I don't mean Donald, all my stuff.
Yeah,
I
ain't want
to talk about this stuff. But first, before we get into any of that, make sure. Y'all go try Dubby energy drink.
Yes.
Hit the link.
Yes.
Hit the link in the description box. Use the promo code BADSupermanTV. Save yourself 10%. I'm telling you, if you haven't done it yet, you're missing out. You will thank me later. You're going to come back on here and be like, he tried to tell us.
Right. Your taste buds will thank you too.
Yes, and your body will too. When you be running around acting like you got that tick,
right.
You're going to feel good.
Right. You don't have to worry about all the ticking and the maltodextrin, none of that. You ain't have to worry about that.
None of that. I'm telling you. It's right there for you. Use the code.
Mm-hmm.
Use it. And hit that link.
Right.
Also, in the spirit of Black History Month, we'll have another Black History moment. This time we're going to talk about a man. This is a near and dear to my heart story because it's a Navy story.
Okay.
This is about a man named William Goins. William Goins is a retired Navy SEAL and the first African-American Navy SEAL.
Oh, wow.
Though Engineman Second Class Fred T.S. Morrison has often been credited as being the first, he served in World War II in the Navy underwater demolition construction, the precursor to the SEALs. So just to give you a little quick background, after receiving his diploma, Goins enlisted in the Navy in 1955. At a time, African-American recruits were tracked to become stewards, merged into culinary specialists, which in English basically cooks.
Yeah.
But a man from Goins' hometown had told him not to become a steward because he was only to be a servant for the officers. Goins was promised training for underwater demolition, but plans changed when he was sent to Malta, where 11 months later he eventually would begin frogman training with 4 U.S. Navy officers, 85 U.S. Navy enlisted soldiers, 5 Army Rangers, and 2 foreign Navy officers. After 3 weeks, all of the Rangers and 1 foreign Navy officer had dropped out. In 1957, Goins was one of the 13 who completed the training when President John F. Kennedy formed the first 2 SEAL teams in 1962, Team 1 on the West Coast and Team 2 on the East Coast. Goins was one of the 40 chosen to join Team 2 and the only African-American Navy SEAL. That, my friends, is your Black History moment. Brought to you by us. Because we want you to learn something. If you didn't learn something, shame on you. Now, we got to talk about this. Now, I'm sitting here, I'm going through the social media world, and I see some news. And I'm reading, and I see it in other places. I'm like, okay, they gotta be joking.
Yeah.
And then I realized, nope, they're not joking. I see that Scott D'Amore, president of Impact Wrestling, has been fired.
Yeah, man.
Let me say that again. He didn't quit. Nothing like that.
Yeah.
He was fired. Fired. And you're probably asking yourself, what happened? I mean, what caused this? And there was so much speculation. You know, people assume, people always got to assume the worst.
Oh, yeah.
People only, because one thing about Scott D'Amore, you never heard anything bad about him. That's one
right.
thing. One thing I could give him credit for, he's been there. He's been the A1 since day one.
Right.
So now they have a new president. His name is Anthony Seacombe. He's the new TNA president. He'll be running operations moving forward. And it's been crazy.
Yeah, they said some of the talent didn't like that.
And I wouldn't blame them.
Because they vouched for Scott, And I wouldn't be surprised if some of that talent gonna try to leave.
And and that's the big thing. That's one thing I talked about with a friend of mine. Will any of these contracts stand?
Yeah.
Since they were Scott D'Amore contracts. And you gotta remember, a lot of these guys like Dolph Ziggler, Nick Nemeth, he just got there. A lot of these guys just signed, Moose re-signed. A lot of these guys that probably should have been gone.
Yeah.
They stuck around. I mean, it's amazing, and like I said, there was no specific reason at the time. Many people thought it was a scandal.
Right, and on the trip part of that, the talent was not allowed to ask questions about it. That, I'm like, huh? Ain't that you supposed to do? Like, well, what happened? You supposed to tell the talent that helps the show run why this, things happen like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and what it is that Anthem, they wanted to take over TNA. They want to do they look like they want to do the same thing that the way it ran when Dixie Carter ran it.
Mm-hmm.
So you wanna take over. You wanna have a bunch of non-wrestling people run this company.
Right. Kind of like with WCW in the early 90s. Like late 89, early 90, around that time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When Jim Herd was running it.
But then you find something else interesting. It said, according to Mike Johnson, a PW insider, the belief is that Scott D'Amore and Lynn Asper, the head of Anthem, were not on the same page when it came to the future direction of TNA.
Mm-hmm.
He said, quote, the word was making rounds over the last day or so is that some point in recent weeks, D'Amore approached Anthem with an offer to buy outright from Anthem and was said to have been blocked. It was back. It said, I'm sorry, this thing, they wrote this crazy. Let's try that again. Take two. The word making rounds over the last day or so is that at some point in recent weeks, D'Amore approached Anthem with an offer to buy TNA outright from Anthem, said to have been backed by a letter with a major banking institution, but it was rebuffed. We have heard from some on the Anthem side that it was seen as a legitimate offer that was worthy of consideration, but decision was made not to accept. If Anthem wanted to do away with TNA, they could have just sold it off to D'Amore or sought bids from WWE, AEW, etc. There has been no evidence of that. Johnson was told that D'Amore was aware of the change coming for at least a week, if not longer. D'Amore's departure was said to have not been a shock firing, but rather something that was coming for weeks, even if people in the company were surprised.
Yeah.
So let me get this straight. Let's go back to what I said.
Mm-hmm.
You took one of the most loyal guys in the company and you fired him.
Right.
You took a guy who was there when they was going through all the name changes. You took that was going through all the different TV deals. You got rid of the guy that the wrestlers respected.
Mm-hmm.
You got rid of the guy that wrestlers stayed in TNA because of.
Right.
Like I said, we don't know, the new president, yeah, he's a quote unquote sports guy, but he's not a wrestling guy.
Right.
We don't know, what his vision is. So on one side of the fence, we have to give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm just real curious now. Because like I said, I'm going to No Surrender. That's going to be a non-Scott D'Amore show.
Yeah.
What are we looking at? What do we expect? I mean, because a lot of wrestlers are not, like I said, are not happy about this. But I got to ask you. Oh, baby, I'll give you a scenario, and what would you do? Would you go to, because you got to think about this. He has friends in WWE. He has Bobby Roode, Jeremy Borash,
Yep.
Abyss.
Mm-hmm.
That's the name right off the bat I could think of.
I wouldn't be surprised if he went there.
I'm sure
that would be great.
I'm sure him and Shawn Michaels could do wonders in NXT.
Oh my God. Oh yeah.
I'm sure they could make magic in NXT.
Yes.
You think when a lot of these guys' contracts are up, if they have to stick with them, you think they wouldn't go to NXT? You think when Jordan Grace's contract is up, she's not going to NXT or go to the main roster? When Josh Alexander's contract's up, when Moose's contract's up?
Oh
man. If Scott D'Amore's in WWE?
Oh yeah, they going because of Scott, right?
You think that Triple H or Tony Khan right now is not thinking that this guy has a good creative mind? We can do something with him.
Mm-hmm.
Because to be honest with you, AEW need an on-air authority figure.
Yeah, now he'll be good there as well. But here, like you said, him and Shawn Michaels.
I mean, he can go put him in Ring of Honor. Let him run that.
Let him run there, yeah.
Let him run Ring of Honor. Because Tony Khan doing way too much.
Right, because actually, they put Stokely Hathaway on the creative?
Yeah.
Yeah, Stokely Hathaway put him, since he part of creative, have Scott, Stokely, and who else doing it? I forgot.
If I'm not mistaken, I think didn't Jerry Lynn on the creative team?
Yeah, Jerry Lynn, Stokely, and Scott D'Amore. Oh yeah. And Tony, like I said, you can be the owner still. You can't fire yourself.
All right.
You trying to be the Jerry Jones of wrestling.
Yeah, you gotta do way too much. I will be on the phone quick. I'll be calling Scott D'Amore so fast, especially for NXT.
Mm-hmm. Now, let me ask you this here: what would his role be? Authority. We can't do this.
I'll have him right now. Right off the bat, he'll be on my creative team.
Creative team, okay.
He'll be on my creative. I'll put him in NXT. They start him off to get the feet wet. Let him work with young, because he's a hell of a trainer.
Yeah.
I mean, because people keep forgetting Scott D'Amore did wrestle.
He did.
He will be a hell of a trainer. And like I say, all those guys in TNA now, if those contracts, if they have the option to leave, you think they not calling? You think he not on the phone? If wherever Scott D'Amore goes, you think they ain't following him?
Right.
I'm just curious to hear what Scott D'Amore has to say. And you know what was real funny about it?
Mm-hmm.
They did this the day before tonight's kickoff. That's what
Yeah, they did.
that's what made it kind of odd to me.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, we don't know, about Brad. He came out and spoke. He said the right things.
Mm-hmm.
However, he gon' until we really see where he stand. He always gonna get the cold shoulder. He gonna always get the side eye.
Yeah.
Because it just happened. I mean, even though from according to what they said, it kind of knew it was coming.
Mm-hmm.
But why though? I mean, even if you didn't want to make him the president anymore, you could at least kept him there. Cause that's somebody you need.
Yes.
That's a body you need. That could have been his right hand man.
True.
If you didn't want to, if he then would have said, I don't want to do that, and he left, then that's on him.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think he would have did the talent like that. My personal opinion.
They respect him too much.
My personal opinion.
Yeah, they respect him too much.
I mean, a lot of the TNA wrestlers, they're showing, they letting it be known. Of course, they choosing their words wisely,
mm-hmm.
but they letting know how they feel. But I'm just curious to see, is he gonna say something? Is he just gonna lay low for a while? What is he gonna do?
Whoever they need to call him. Whoever.
This is weird.
Yeah.
So if he's gone, I just want, like I said, this is, and doing it at a period. This is where this is how I feel. Excuse me. I feel they played him. I feel he got used.
Mm-hmm.
And I say that because I think they waited till he did all that work. As a lot of that all that effort he put in, because a lot of that was through him.
And bringing the name back too.
Bringing the name back, doing all that hard work. I think a lot of that went through him, in my opinion. So, got the name change. You got this. You got all this stuff. You got first of all, you got the people back with you. You got the fans back rocking with you. You're back on. You're gonna start, doing shows on the road in bigger arenas, like you said. They're not super huge, but they're bigger than what you were doing.
Yeah.
Because like I said, when they come to No Surrender at the Hilario Center, it's not big, but it's for them. It's big enough.
Mm-hmm.
So you taking away the one thing you need. Because the Hilario Center seats 2,400 people.
Yeah.
And that's good. Like I said, that's good for them. So if you take 2,400 people and you put more seats on the floor, you probably can get another 3,000. You can get 3,000 people.
Mm-hmm.
Probably a little bit more. That's just what bleacher seats. That's just what bleacher seats. And if you take the whole basketball court,
right?
So you can get more people in there if you adding seats on the floor, and that's good for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that was sad to see.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he gonna get a job soon.
Oh yeah. You know it.
Yeah.
You know it. Just where he's gonna go, don't know. I just want him. I'm just gonna see if he's gonna go on a podcast and talk about it.
You should. Why not?
And
if you get to, Scott, come talk to us.
Come talk.
That'll be something else if he came on here.
Or come talk to us. We're gonna be like Club Shay Shay. It's open season.
Oh yeah. This gonna be a platform to open up your heart.
Yep. You can say whatever you want.
Right.
We ain't gonna stop you. We ain't gonna edit it out.
No.
Matter of fact, we gonna if we gonna be like what I'm like, say it again for the people in the back.
Right.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. Air it out. Air your grievances. You know, air it out.
We ain't gonna cut you off.
Mm-mm.
We ain't gonna criticize you. We gonna let you talk.
Right. But he needs to say something, or, and like I said, either or, they'll have a good person with them, either AEW or WWE. And you know, like I said, if he go to AEW, if Tony's smart, he would have, like you said, have him run Ring of Honor with Jerry Lynn and Stokely. Put it, you know, have him on the creative tip, whatever you gonna do.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, cause he's a good asset.
Mm-hmm. To whoever you go to, right?
And even if the thing about him, you know, buying TNA, even if that was legit, why would you fire him for that?
Yeah. I'm like, y'all about money, right?
Because to be fair, Anthem, what are you really doing with TNA? What have you? Where's the growth at?
Mm-hmm. At least Scott was trying to get it to be where it was.
So what's the one thing they couldn't do? You couldn't stay on. You couldn't stay on a network consistently. I'm surprised they're still on Access TV.
Yeah.
I'm shocked on that. That's the one thing I'm surprised on. But no, not a lot of people get Access TV.
Right.
Like I said, I do wish him the best. I'm sure we're gonna see him again. And who's to say, you know, they sit back and be like, you know what, it probably wasn't a good idea.
Right.
And you know, and ask him to come back, and he might take it. And let him, you know, I mean, like I said, if he's demoted, that's one thing, but he could have took that new guy. If you were gonna do the switch, at least get him caught up to speed.
Right.
Like I said, we don't know if that's been done, but you know, you always keep an asset like that on board.
Right.
I mean, come on, that's ridiculous. But wherever he goes, it's gonna get known.
Right.
I wouldn't be surprised he started his own indie promotion.
Oh yeah, that'll be bad.
He might go back to Canada and start his own indie promotion.
Well, yeah.
Now that I would definitely not. I would not be shocked. He do.
Mm-hmm.
He started indie promotion in Canada.
Yeah.
Cause he's still known out there. Cause you remember at the time when they were doing most of their shows, they were done in Canada.
Right.
They were doing them a lot. Man, in like Windsor, Ontario, I go areas like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, good luck to him. Like I said, I'm still follow TNA. Like I said, I believe the episode that happened tonight, and I think the one after that will be the last two under him. I know this one tonight was the last one that Naomi was on before she went back to WWE.
Yeah.
And I believe this one and that is they're done. But what would be cool is that they go on TV and put the new president on TV and just let him face it. Let him face the music. Let him get the boos out the way, because you know he's gonna get the boos.
Oh yeah.
You know, the quicker you address it, the quicker you get it out the way. You know, the quicker we can move on, because you know fans will move on.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, if he do all the right things, it won't be a problem. You give the fans what they want, Won't be a problem.
Yeah.
But if you start pulling some ridiculousness, then you're gonna have some problems.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, they've been around long enough. That one company, I will say, is a survivor. I will give them credit. No matter what they called themselves, no matter what network they was on, no matter what, they some survivors, and you got a lot of loyal talent there.
Yeah.
But we will definitely, come back to this if anything changes. Let's talk about tonight. See, the WWE try something a little different. I see they did a little something they do with the UFC. They had a little Wrestlemania Kickoff.
Mm-hmm.
They said it was a press conference, but it was just basically a little,
A show, like a show, yeah.
Like a little Highwood Hill.
A little mini show.
Like Highwood Hill Super Bowl weekend. Yeah, they pretty much. I mean, that's pretty much. You can tell that was Endeavor.
Yeah.
That was Endeavor because, like I said, UFC do stuff like that all the time. People come out and talk and do the face off, but it was good to see Big E.
Yeah, it was.
And I see he didn't hesitate to take a shot at CM Punk. I was like, oh, when you see, I'm surprised CM Punk didn't come back at him.
Right.
He let that slide. Oh, you getting a little soft there, Punk?
He trying to be a good boy now.
Yeah, pretty much.
he trying to be that AEW Punk.
I was like, ooh, you let Big E get you?
Yeah, he trying to be a good boy now.
I said, it was packed in there. I said it was a free event. They kind of like advertised it last minute, but they packed it though.
Yeah.
Which I didn't think was gonna be hard considering all those people that was there for the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
And now you said the WWE in town.
Yep.
And it was free. That was the shocking part for me. WWE doing something that big for free.
Yeah.
Triple H came out. It's just me. Every time you see Triple H and he cut a promo, he be in that same suit.
Mm-hmm. That same blue suit. Yeah.
I ain't bugging, am I?
No, you right. You right. So, still doing the DX. Are you ready? They ain't going away.
I'm surprised he didn't come out to bow down to the king.
Yeah.
He look like he in good health. It's just amazing because I was watching WCW Worldwide from '94,
and
they had Terrorizing on there.
Yeah.
And I looked at that and to look at him now. And if people wondering who the hell is Terrorizing,
yeah. He was like Ric Flair. He had Ric Flair's hair.
Yeah, he pretty much Ric Flair hair, the robe.
He's like a live version of King Slender. Now, if
pretty much.
You don't know who King Slender is. He's a character in the game Pro Wrestling on NES.
Now see, only the real gamers and the old schoolers know who that is.
Yeah, only old schoolers know this. Right.
I said this was way before Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Yes. Way before John Paul Levesque.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
This was before John Paul. This all that. This was the man who was feuding with Larry Zbyszko over the TV title.
Mm-hmm.
I looked at him. He was a little. You would look at him. He was a little bit paler then too.
Right.
So you look at that Terrorizing, and you look at Triple H.
That's a huge difference.
I said, wow.
Yeah.
He was still using the high knee. He was still using the pedigree back then. And that just wasn't his finisher, though. His finisher back then was the Indian Deathlock.
Deathlock, yep. Oh, was.
I said, yep, he came out, got the crowd hype. We had Bianca Belair coming out. She did her thing. Then we had Rhea Ripley came out. Maybe just me. I think she looks way hotter without her makeup on.
She does. I really didn't like her with that goth look. She don't look right to me. Hey, without all that makeup on, she is a cutie.
I'm sorry she came out there like that. I was real surprised.
Yeah.
But no, she does house shows without the makeup on.
Yeah, I can see that.
Right, cause
you're on TV then, yeah, I can see.
Yeah, cause they'll show pictures when they do house shows. You know, she'll have no makeup on, no filter.
Yeah.
And then she was talking. No matter how much they make her heel, she gonna always get cheered. No matter what.
Right.
When Becky Lynch came out, they basically just told us what the match is gonna be.
It's gonna be, the chamber.
You basically told us who's gonna win the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
You told us. I mean, like I said, I like the lines. When you told about being on the bottom, I was like, that was a good one.
Yeah.
Like that was a good one. And the little Scrap Daddy had to come on out.
Yes. Scrap Daddy came out there just,
I'll tell y'all something about Adam Pearce. Go back and watch promos on Adam Pearce when he wrestled.
Yeah.
That dude was a straight up prick when he wrestled.
Yeah, he was.
That dude was not liked at all. No, he was not liked at all. But he was a damn good heel.
Oh, yeah.
Damn good heel. I said, you got to be a heel when you call yourself Scrap Iron.
Scrap Iron Adam Pearce, right.
Had the little one singlet outfit with the robe.
Right.
5-time NWA World Heavyweight Champion. Okay. See, he had it back when it really wasn't as known as it is now.
Right.
Back when folks, you were like, really? When they was winning the title, you were like, really? That was that moment, I call it. Like he the NWA World Heavyweight Champion?
Yep.
That's when everybody and their mama had a promotion, an NWA promotion.
Yeah, because he was the closest to catching up with Harley Race's record of the NWA title. And Harley had 8. He had 5.
And then we get to what the people came to see. But first, we ain't done it in a while. I think you know where I'm going with it. But we ain't done it in a while. We ain't talk about Seth Rollins and his attire.
Oh, you talking about that old leprechaun suit he wore?
I was looking for the rest of the Temptations.
Let's backtrack. Now, which Temptations are these? Are these the 80s Temptations?
No, this is about the 1965 Temptations. When
Ruffin.
These the Ruffin Temptation when Glitter Green when the glitter suits were popular.
Yeah.
Oh no, this straight 60s Temptation. That's
Ruffin.
Yeah, that's Ruffin them.
Ruffin and Otis and Eddie Kendricks and all them. Yeah.
When the suits mattered.
Yeah.
You had to wear the shiny glitter suits.
And great comeback, by the way, between those two.
Oh, man.
Seth talking about he finally came to work, and Roman said he finally wearing your wife's shoes.
Like, wow. He said he finally wore some nice shoes. I was like, wow.
Yeah, he talking about he wore his wife's shoes. Yeah, talking about Becky's shoes.
Let me tell you something. I'm not gonna lie, cause I'm gonna skip around a little bit in that session, but I don't know what it is, but they making Seth Rollins look like a straight up biatch. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
They make him look like a punk.
Cause every time they talk about his clothes, they mention Becky.
They talk about they talk about the clothes. They talk about the belt.
Yeah,
they make it. You know,
Roman told about get this bum out of here, and he talked about go over there with the second-rate people.
I was like,
that was.
I mean, they talk about him so bad, and then they do all that, you know. Then Roman choose the Rock. Here come the Rock. Let me tell you something. I don't care what nobody say. Rock could set a crowd off.
Mm-hmm.
He had that crowd set off before he even got there. Because if you saw the Pat McAfee show, oh man, he was on one. And if you haven't seen it, go on YouTube. They got the specific clip when he was on one. I watched it live.
Because when they were chanting Rocky sucked, Michael Cole said, "Wait a minute, is this 1997 again?"
I went from to say, "Die, Rocky, die."
Right.
I mean, he already had them. He already had the crowd attending, calling them Cody Crybabies.
Right, Cody Crybabies, yeah.
I mean, of course, you know, he was all in character and stuff like that, but he was on Pat McAfee. He was on 10.
Yeah.
I mean, they going word for word, but I was
This is like the old school Savage Rock back in the day.
But I was impressed when they put that family tree up.
Yeah.
I said, okay. I said, now they going somewhere with this. See, I thought that, you know, okay, they about to do something cold. I said, they ain't join forces? Okay. So when they shook hands, I said, okay, they lost me right there for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Then when Cody came out, no music, no wall, no pyro, no nothing, and he started cussing.
Roasted them.
He started cussing. I said, oh, okay, here we go.
I never heard Cody roast somebody like that. And I with him and the Rock, that let me know he can go toe to toe with the Rock as far as talking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When he talked about, you know, the family with disappointment. See, this way it got good. Now you would have thought Roman would have stepped forward. Rock said, well, hold on.
Yeah.
Now that's probably the one time. Now Roman, you call yourself the tribal chief. Rock just showed you. Rock went in tribal chief mode.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "You talk about his family. You talk about mine. You talk about his. You talk about my blood.
My blood. Yeah."
He talking about you. Talk about you got a problem and smack. He Will Smith Cody.
Mm-hmm. But this time he saw it coming.
Yeah, he saw it coming. He just gonna do nothing about it.
He couldn't do nothing about it, right? Remember when Arn Anderson said, he said, "Cody, you the type of people that let folks, if you carjack your car, you like, go ahead, take it."
Yep.
Yeah, remember that's why they called him Glock Anderson. He said, "I'll take the Glock." They blow his brains all up in the street. He said, "You just let people run over you." Yeah. And CM Punk said, "I would have did something. I ain't gonna let nobody just slap me."
He said, and then said Rollins just jumping around.
He went to his defense, Cody's defense.
You know, he had to get involved some kind of way. He was like,
he just couldn't stand there,
he couldn't just stand there looking crazy. He was like, oh, I gotta do something.
Right.
But the climax of it all was when they left. Triple H talking, here come Rock talking about fix it.
He said fix it. And you know he went straight up brother.
Oh yeah,
in this when he said MFing, you know.
Yeah, you fix the MFing.
Better not talk about my MFing family. Yeah.
He said fix this shit. I mean, I was like, now you want to get some soul. Where this come from?
Right. He said fix this S, you know.
I'm like,
he said, fix it.
I'm like this South Central Samoa.
Right.
He said, and
He
if
said,
you
gonna
don't,
sit there and talk about my MF and family.
he said, and if you don't, we will. And they all left together, Roman in the back like a little brother.
You would think Roman would have said that to Triple H to fix it. No. And then Triple H said, you know, you're out of line, Rock. You're out of line. Okay? You're out of line. He said, I'm not out of line. You ever talk about my MF and family? I said, oh, wow, Rock.
But think about it. He could contradict. How you gonna get mad at him when Roman said it first?
Mm-hmm.
Roman.
This is interesting. This is very interesting.
Didn't Roman say, that Dusty was irrelevant?
He said Dusty was irrelevant. He said, just like your father.
So,
and then he was about to say something, and then they cut him off. He's like, oh.
So how you gonna get mad when Cody come back at y'all? Like Roman just didn't say that prior.
Right.
I'm like, did I miss something on the way in? And Roman just straight up quiet. Now I would have thought, I don't think it's gonna happen. It should happen, but I don't think neither one of them gonna be the Elimination Chamber. I would love to see Rock and Roman against Seth and Cody.
Yeah.
They need to do that at the Elimination Chamber. We probably not gonna see it, but then it goes back to the question. This episode of the Get Snap Podcast is being brought to you by W, your taste buds' favorite energy drink. If you're looking for an energy drink that contains no calories, no sugar, no maltodextrin, no fillers, and no artificial colors, then W is the drink for you. Plus, it's formulated to give you the focus and the energy you need with no jitters or no crashing. So what are you waiting for? Use the link down in the description box. Use the promo code BADSupermanTV and get 10% off. You'll thank me later. And on that note, hey Smooth, go and hit our theme music. So it leads back to the question, what they gonna do with Rock?
Yeah, what I was gonna say was have the tag match at WrestleMania be night 1, and then night 2 have the title match between Roman and Cody.
Now, would you have Rock and Roman go over night 1? But so that means pretty much everybody except Rock gonna wrestle twice.
Mm-hmm. Cause they done it before.
I'm real curious to see how they gonna walk this down between now and WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm. I mean, see, now they got back interesting now. Now it's interesting. What, how Rock gonna fit into all of this?
Cause now you just really set a tone.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you swerve Roman, you just set a tone.
Yeah.
You got the fans. The fans ain't with you now. And Roman is pretty much on the back burner.
Mm-hmm. And then with Seth, now it's gonna have to involve the chamber. Who he gonna face?
If they do,
well, it's the chamber.
And that's the question. That's the question. Will they do amends? The only way, the only thing, because Drew McIntyre is gonna be involved in it somewhere.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And don't be surprised Sami Zayn get involved somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Cause they ain't doing.
No, they far from done.
Mm-hmm.
And if that happened, you think Damian Priest will finally cash in?
Yeah, he needs to. That'll be the perfect time to do it. Yeah, because WrestleMania almost here. He probably had the longest non-cash in Money in the Bank history.
Yeah, cause Money in the
Out of
Bank.
everybody held it.
Yeah, cause Money in the Bank, what, July 6th?
Mm-hmm.
Cause he don't need to be one of those that cash in and fail.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need to have that. That's a no. I'm thinking it's all gonna depend on what they do with the tag belts, depending on who he face. And if they do the Awesome Truth thing and they pull the trigger and take the belts off him, I think he'll probably cash in.
Yeah.
But
do it at the Chamber?
No, that thing they're good. No, they're gonna do it at Mania. Do the switch.
Mania?
Yeah, whoever win this tag team that won't contendership on Friday, they not winning.
He'll make a good world heavyweight champion, Damon Priest.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And then that way him and Finn could start beefing. Then they could just, the little Judgment Day thing could slowly start fading.
Mm-hmm.
But I keep saying, if Awesome Truth, if they pull the trigger and put Awesome Truth in that mix at Mania and they win, I really think, and I think they need to experiment with this. I know they love R-Truth, and I know they love the comedy.
Yeah.
I want to see some Ron and Truth killings.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
I want that
serious.
I want that TNA World Heavyweight Champion Ron Killings.
That savage Ron Killings.
Yes. I want that. I want that version.
Mm-hmm.
At least. I mean, he ain't got to go full fledged, but just give me a sip.
Right.
He can still be like when he turned heel. When he turned heel, but he was still all truth. When he said the truth has set me free, but he ain't had no music. With no music. Yeah. That was a little bit of Ron Killings.
Yeah.
Give me a little bit of that. Like I said, he still had some comedy in him, but he was more serious.
Yeah.
So now, the question is, what we gonna get next? Are we gonna see Rock from here on out?
I mean, look like he ain't busy, so we might.
I mean, what is his role? We always talking about knowing your role. What's your role?
Yeah, right. You know our role. What's your role, Rock?
Are you going to try to make it a triple threat? Are you going to try to be Ruffy? I mean, that's the $1 million question.
Right.
How is Rock now gonna factor in this? Because I'll tell you, I wouldn't mind seeing the Rock and Roman. Mm-hmm. But to be honest, they should have did it last year, or at least the year before that.
Yeah.
Because you brought Cody back for a reason. And you can't have him go to 2 WrestleManias back to back and get beat. Then now make him look like a punk. All that for nothing. So we'll see come Friday what they got on their mind.
I can't wait.
Cause something got to get said.
Yeah.
But before we get out of here, we got to give a shout out to the new AEW Tag Team Champions.
Yes.
Darby Allin and Sting. They pulled the trigger.
Finally did it.
Here we got Nicholas and Matthew Jack coming in white suits beating people up.
You know what that reminded me of?
What's that?
Remember when the Road Warriors and Doom fought each other on that Clash of Champions?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
When Doom had the white suits on?
Had them tuxes on.
Had the tuxes on with the cowboy boots. And the Road Warriors, you know, they had the, and they went at it. That took me back. I said, they dressed like Doom. I bet you they saw that. And were like, you know what? We need to wear some white suits coming out here. But they had tuxedos. Ron and Butch did. Yeah, they just modified it.
I said, they coming out here, get blood all on the suits.
Yeah.
And Sting kids. And
man, that boy Steve Jr.
That's Blade Runner.
That's Blade Runner Sting there. I was like, wow.
I mean,
man,
look like him, built like him back in the day. If they ever do another movie for Sting, you have your double.
And guess what? He trained to wrestle. That's right. Yeah. She trained to wrestle.
I saw it. I'm like, Sting got more. Sting got morphed.
Yeah, his name is Steve Borden Jr.
Somebody called him Sting and Stung.
Yeah.
I just saw some news. We gotta give a congratulations to Steve Mongo McMichael. He is going to the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah, well deserved.
They just made the announcements. Julius Peppers, Devin Hester, Dwight Freeney, Andre Johnson, Patrick Willis, Steve McMichael, and Randy Gradisher, if I said that right, are going to the Hall of Fame. And I'm glad for Mongo because you know he's been in bad shape. Then what he has, ALS?
ALS, yeah.
I'm glad, you know, he's going in, you know, before he leaves this earth.
Yeah.
So I'm glad, you know, I hope, you know, a lot of the wrestlers, especially you know, the horsemen that's still around, I hope they make a big deal about it.
Yeah.
Because that's good. I mean, to me, he should have been in the Hall of Fame a long time ago, personally. Because Mongo was a bad man. And going through so me and him just was looking. So 3 Chicago Bears going in. That's cold.
Yeah.
Hester, Mongo, and Julia Peppers. Now, a lot of people had a little thing about Devin Hester, but Devin Hester is one of the best return men in the game. Devin Hester was a beast.
Yeah.
So I mean when you couldn't give him the ball on a return, you wasn't catching him.
Mm-hmm.
You could wrap it up. And that's not very often, you know, a returner goes in.
Right.
But definitely big ups to them. But about to get up out of here. But we got to give y'all our little, because next week, y'all know what next week is. Y'all know what next week is, fellas?
All right. Next week? Tell them.
Valentine's Day.
That's right.
So, be like me and already have it done. Because unless you're trying to sleep on the couch, you better go and get that prepared. And we need to stop with the flowers and the candy. We need to start being a little bit different. Be like me. Ask her what she wants.
Right.
That'll save you time. Or, if you know what she like, go get it. If you know she like massages, go get the gift card.
Mm-hmm.
Put a big chunk of money on that. Go get pampered.
Right.
You know she like to eat somewhere, get the gift card. If you're really unsure, just get a card, put some cash in it. Like, here you go.
Do whatever you want with it.
Knock yourself out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can still throw the flowers and the candy on top of that.
Right.
But we got to start improving.
Surprise them.
Really?
Right.
And all those people like out here in Memphis, we already know they're gonna be out and about. You know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You know the corners gonna be packed.
Well.
The parking lot's gonna be packed. All the hoods gonna be busy this weekend.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And since Valentine's Day falls on a Wednesday, I can see them being pretty busy. They're probably not gonna be out Sunday because that's the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
But you never know. So they might be all out tomorrow.
Yeah, they do that, and they probably, them steakhouses now. Don't forget them. They gonna be packed.
Yes. See me,
all
like I say.
Steakhouses and
Like I say, I tell her, you tell me.
Tell me what you want.
Okay, send me the link and what you want. I will order it and we good. And then I just add to it.
Right.
Because I want something too. I don't care what nobody say. And fellas, Valentine's Day is not just for women. You better get you a gift, damn it.
Right.
See, I was smart. See, let me give y'all a tip. See, I wanted WWE 2K24. It comes out in March. I just told her get that for me and just pre-order it. So it's been pre-ordered. It's sitting on my Xbox now, just waiting for March to come.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I ain't had to pay for it. Got the 40th of WrestleMania edition, courtesy of the Miss.
There you go.
Like I said, you want to go to a basketball game or something? Don't have her get.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it don't have to be something. I mean, you like stuff too.
Right.
You just gotta learn to speak. You gotta learn to speak up. It's 2024. You earn the right to be loved too.
Right. You don't have to worry about getting a big piece of chicken no more.
No, cause that's been long gone.
Right.
You want the big piece of chicken? You want it all? You want the greens? You want a whole plate?
Yeah, she may even make a meal for you on Valentine's. This lady make me a meal, all right.
And it's good too.
It's good, homemade.
Her mama probably cooked it, but you wouldn't know.
Wouldn't know that, yeah.
you wouldn't know it was delicious.
Right.
But don't be afraid to speak up if you want something.
Yeah, just tell them. No, ask them.
I speak up.
Mm-hmm. Those mouths don't get fed.
Go on.
Tell them.
Hold on. Like I said, she told me what she wanted. All right. I showed her. I screenshot it. I want WWE 2K24. I want the. I always get the big. I go hard. I want the big one.
Mm-hmm.
So she sent me the paper, and it's paid for. So when it's ready to go, click download, and we good.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot, I got some DVDs in the mail. And yes, I said DVDs. Got some classics. I'll show them to you. They're on my personal page. But I got one that's the best of Memphis wrestling. This one is a 16 disc set. I have the best of Junkyard Dog. It's a 10 disc set.
Oh, wow.
I have the best of Mid-South Wrestling. This is a 16 disc set. I have a 2-volume set of the best of the Fabulous Freebirds. 42 disc set.
Man, that is crazy.
And I have the best of Terry Bam Bam Gordy 11 disc set.
I'll draw all the matches from Japan and
I clicked on this one and it had a match on there where he was in a mask and he wore green. So I contacted his daughter. And I showed her what I got. I'm gonna try to copy for and send her a copy on a thumb drive or something. And I asked her, I said, did your dad wear a mask and green when he was young? This was very 70s. This was in the 70s. This was so the first match was on there was him in a mask. He fought the Invader, I think it was.
The Invader,
Or something, I can't remember exactly, but and then the next one is when they debuted in Memphis. When we had that big puffy white hair when they were from Hollywood, California.
Right.
So I'm gonna assume this is basically as much as almost his whole career. Yeah, I mean the guy was selling them and he was selling the sets half off. I couldn't say no. I mean he still has more, but these are the ones that I want.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know, I'm gonna watch all of these, but I'm gonna figure it out. But I mean, even just to have them,
Yeah.
even just to have them is sweet. But before we get up out of here, anything you want to say to the peeps?
Man, let's see. I'm about to say something. Let me think. Man, oh yeah, we had a trade. We was in the 3-team trade today. We got it was between, I forgot who it was, but I know we got Yuta Watanabe.
Oh, y'all got him back?
Yeah, we got him back in the trade. It was a 3-team trade. Cause we lost Xavier Tillman to the Raptors, I think.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I think it was to the Raptors, yeah. Not for sure. But I know we lost him. I don't know if it was the Raptors or not, but we lost him. But see, he's a power forward though, Yuta is.
Yeah.
He's 6'9", 215. Yeah, we need us a center.
Yep, so the trade went, the Brooklyn Nets have traded Royce O'Neal to the Phoenix Suns for Keita Bates-Diop, Jordan Goodwin, Shamachi Mitu, and 3 second-round picks. The Grizzlies also sending David Roddy to Phoenix for Yuta Watanabe and pick swaps as part of a 3-team trade with Brooklyn.
But we did lose Xavier Tillman though.
Yeah. Which I was kind of surprised on.
Yeah, because I was like, no, I thought he was going to stay. Yeah, he went to Celtics. That's where he went to. Went to the Celtics.
Yeah, this team is definitely, you want to talk about, they definitely rebuilding. But that court that they got, that street court, that court is sick.
Yeah.
That gray court with that black and gold logo, that court is nice.
Yeah.
I hope they keep that. They definitely need to keep that.
And then one other thing before we go, they had another. Man, I'm gonna tell you something about Club Shay Shay, man. People confessing things. We had Monique on.
I watched it.
Oh,
I watched it, and it was good. It was another good one. And of course, people responded to. I know DL Hewley responded to it, and he said some things.
Yeah.
It wasn't, but he didn't like what was said. I know Charlamagne the God apologized.
Yeah.
To her on the show. Oh no, he about to. Oh geez, Club Shay, there's a place to go. I wonder who we got next.
There ain't no telling, man. Ooh.
He is not playing. See, you get a sip of that cognac. See, I might go get me some. Like, shoot, you sip on that and you just start to speak in your mind.
I'm telling you.
I ain't mad.
That's crazy. He said Shannon Sharp said his grandma always taught him never chase a lie. Don't ever chase a lie.
Right. I just saw something for this wrestling promotion. It's from, I'm trying to zoom it in. Like Prestige Wrestling. May 16th in LA. it's the theme is called Alive or Just Breathing. You about to get Shelton Benjamin versus Josh Alexander.
Oh, that match gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be courtesy of the Pro Wrestling Network.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be a classic.
Oh yeah.
Let's see what else we got going on. Like I said, getting ready for No Surrender. They do have 3 matches announced. We're gonna get Moose and Alex Shelley for the world title. We're gonna get Jordan Grace defending against Giselle Shaw. And we're getting the X Division title, Chris Sabin against Mustafa Ali.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's 3 good starts. But we had a discussion on this one. Do you think they'll pull the trigger and put the title on Ali?
I mean, they could.
I mean, I really think they should.
Mm-hmm.
Because Sabin had nothing left to prove.
No, really. No.
Oh, I'm looking on Instagram and they're showing Rock and Roman walking out the building together with Paul.
That's crazy, man.
They're walking out the arena.
Yeah.
They talking. I'm trying to hear what they saying. Oh yeah, it's about to get good.
Yeah.
He keeps saying never again, never again. That's all Rock keeps saying. So they're going to the car. Oh yeah, this about to get. And this about to get good.
Yeah.
So that means you got pretty much come damn near every week. You ain't gotta come but come almost every week.
Mm-hmm.
And one last thing, make sure you download the CW app if you want to check out NWA Power. They have the new episode. You need to check out that Ultimate Death Match between EC3 and Matt Cardona. It was a good one. Definitely, they had the Ultimate Death Match. They had an NWA Tag Team Title match. They had an NWA Women's Title match on there as well. They have older episodes on there, so you're gonna have to scroll down to get to the new episode.
Mm-hmm.
But download that CW because that's the only way you're gonna see Power from now on. It's free. You ain't gotta pay for it. But yeah, that match was good. I mean, they went all out. They had everything from action figures. They had the light tubes. They had everything.
Mm-hmm.
They had golden chairs. I mean, golden doors. I mean, when they got bloody, they made the screen. You know how they like the greater screen.
Yeah.
Or make it black and white. I mean, they went there. They was not playing. But it was a good match. Definitely check that out. And since you're checking stuff out, make sure you check out Batsuman TV right here on YouTube and all other social media platforms. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Again, make sure you check out W Energy Drinks. Use that promo code. Hit the link in the description box. And as far as what we're gonna do when we get to No Surrender, that's not this week, but not next week, but the week after, depending on what time I get in New Orleans. We may do the show, but if it's too late, I just probably won't worry about it. We'll just probably tell when I get back. But if I get in early enough, we'll go ahead and record it. But if you enjoy this weekend, we got a Super Bowl coming. Who you got?
So I look like I got the 49ers winning there. Because I'm looking at all they have to do is stop Travis Kelce. Stop Travis Kelce, stop Patrick. And some of their defense, they'll be good. And then on the other side with the Chiefs, I'm just saying, Purdy, they pretty much just stopped Purdy.
See, they so worried about is Taylor Swift gonna make it back in time.
All right.
Cause I think she got a concert in Tokyo.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't. They actually got a tracker on her. You mean tell me?
Yeah.
You mean tell me Taylor Swift is the face of the NFL now?
Right.
So if they break up, then what?
Exactly.
So if her and Travis Kelce break up, there'll be something if she make it in time and she invades the halftime show, because Usher doing the halftime show, right?
Yeah, Usher doing it. Yeah.
Well, if Taylor Swift invades that show, that'll be hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Like I said, I do want the 49ers to win simply because they're the underdogs. And if Brock Purdy does win, they can't call him Mr. Irrelevant no more.
They really can't. No.
You need to take that title off. And really, they really can't call him that now.
Yeah.
I mean, the last pick in the draft, I mean, since he started, he been winning.
Right.
Getting team to the playoffs. Now you got your team to the Super Bowl. And I don't even think he make $1 million a year. I don't even think I think he make way under $1 million.
Right.
So if he win a Super Bowl, I'm sure that's gonna change. I'm sure all his endorsements. If you don't have any, I'm sure all that's gonna change. He win a Super Bowl, he gonna be a rich man.
Oh yeah.
Then they gonna look at Pat Mahomes. I'm like, dude, that's gonna be another issue because your brother getting in trouble, your wife acting silly, your daddy getting DUIs. I mean, you can't even switch teams. I'm like, your black side acting up, your white side acting up. Like, you don't know which way to go. I think it's gonna be good. Like I said, I prefer the Ravens to go, but they act like they didn't want to be there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of on them. But we all know Lamar Jackson gonna be the MVP anyway. So,
right.
So no big deal on that. But they better do right by us on the commercials.
Oh yeah, they better come with them in commercials.
And one last thing. Check your jobs. And the reason I say check your jobs, because some jobs will give you the day off after the Super Bowl. So
yeah.
Check
I heard about that, yeah.
Yeah, check your jobs. Cause you don't want to come to work and nobody there. and you could have you probably could have just called somebody.
Mm-hmm.
So make sure and find out who your boss rooting for. Cause your boss rooting for one of them and they win, definitely ain't coming to work.
Just the way it ought to take shot. No seriousness.
Oh, so I just found out that this is breaking news. So Moose and Alice Shelley that we talked about in New Orleans.
Yeah.
It is now a no surrenders rules match.
Wonder what that's gonna be.
They say the match can only end when the towel's thrown in on behalf of the corner man. So Moose will have the system in his corner. So that's Eddie Edwards and Brian Myers. And Alex Shelley will have Kushida and Kevin Knight in his corner.
Okay.
So that's breaking news. So far, okay, good start by the president. I'll take that. I definitely would take. I definitely take that. So yeah, we done talking. We about to get out of here. Y'all enjoy y'all weekend. Y'all be safe. Y'all enjoy the Super Bowl. We will holler at y'all next week. We out of here.
Peace.